Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another live listing audit. Today, we are talking about something that most people can do in their Airbnbs and almost nobody does. And it's literally such a slept on opportunity for hosts to make more money, add an amenity to their property. And it's not a hot tub, it's not a sauna. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Also, show you before and after pictures. So stay till the end. But really quick, before I get into it, just want to let you guys know who I am and what I do. My name is Heather. I am one half of Pink Wall Designs, or I should say I'm one of the co-founders. We have a team behind us. I'm one of the co-founders of Pink Wall Designs, a hospitality interior design company. We design Airbnbs, boutique hotels, and just revamp rooms and spaces and just make them better and make hosts more money. And we try to be as helpful as humanly possible. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching on Amazon, watch out for the products that I'm also going to highlight as well while I talk about everything that I'm going to talk about today. Okay, so that's it. Let's get right into it. So just let me switch up my screen here for a sec. Okay. Closets, walk-in closets, you guys. So many people have them in their homes because they're just like single family homes in subdivisions, right? But once that has become an Airbnb, people don't really need to use the walk-in closet anymore. As long as they have somewhere to put their luggage, they don't need this huge closet. This is such wasted square footage. And I wanted to bring this particular photo to your guys' attention. Number one, it's clearly just been shot on like an iPhone, which kind of sucks because it should be still a professional photo. I'm sure the thought process was it's just a closet, it's just an afterthought, but it still should be, photographed properly, but that's neither here nor there. The big thing about this is they tried, right? Like they had the thought, they put the mirror in there, they put the poof, like the ottoman, but then they just like called it a day, didn't do anything else. And there's so much going on here that I want to unpack because number one, first of all, like way to go, because this is a huge closet and it would literally just be wasted space. So you do right. Like if your property has this, immediately you need to start thinking about what I'm going to talk to you about. Rather than dumping like $8,000 into a hot tub or a sauna, you can do so much more with a room like this with such little money. We are going to make it, I don't even want to call it a glam space, but you can call it like, I guess it is a glam space, like a change room, a get ready room, especially if you have, a larger occupancy, you definitely want to do that. And even if you have a smaller occupancy, it's still such a nice space, even for one person to just get ready. It makes it so much nicer than just like changing in their bedroom, right? It's an experience. And this is a huge amenity that you can add to your Airbnb listing. Photograph it and add it to your listing, your branding, if you have a direct booking website, your Instagram, if you have social media, like it just does so much more. It's such a photographical space that other people are going to want to take pictures of. So I'm going to tell you exactly what we would do to this room. Okay. I like the mirror and the ottoman, but we need more. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be women getting ready in here. Like a man probably isn't going to care too much unless it's like a joke photo with his boys. So you can go really feminine in these kinds of rooms and really attract that female crowd. So first and foremost, I'm going to paint all the walls like a nice pink, not a hot pink, not a tacky pink, a very nice like corally pink, just like a soft, because these are the spaces too, you guys, that like you can just go so bold in because why not? It's a closet, right? If the person staying in the bedroom doesn't want to see it, they just close the door and like nothing's changed about their experience. So nice pink, fun walls. Next, wallpaper the ceiling. We're going to do like a contrasting blue, sort of like soft tropical wallpaper, just to like add in that, warm tropics, like not a tropical room, but just something different. Next, that indent that you guys see over here, first of all, we're going to take out all this closet stuff. And this is a perfect indent for a vanity. So, oops, let me just throw out my tropical wallpaper here. This is a really nice one on Amazon. It's like a soft baby blue. Sorry. Indent right here, perfect spot for just a small little table. You can even use a console. That's a hack, actually, guys. If there isn't a table that you can find that's narrow enough, like search for TV consoles and you can use one of those. It just needs to be like a small little spot. It doesn't have to be this like professional makeup counter. Just something for people to put their stuff on, right? Mirrors, of course, we're going to put some mirrors like above the console. And then we're going to do full length mirrors on the opposite side. And we're going to do gold mirrors side by side, like 3 or 4 of them, because you can never have too many long mirrors for your outfits, like checking your outfit, getting ready, getting changed. And also in a smaller closet like this, having the 4 mirrors side by side is just a really nice way to A, add a feature wall, and B, open up the space and just make it feel so much bigger than it is. I am notorious and such a huge fan of doing mirrors side by side. And again, it's just such a nice feature and such a nice way to do exactly what I just said. So we're going to do mirrors on this side here. This horrendous light at the top here, we're going to throw in a proper chandelier. These rooms can be girly. They can be beautiful, fancy. Adding a chandelier is always a nice, option. Sorry, I'm just trying to link my chandelier here. And do like a pretty one, right? There's tons like this one I'm linking on Amazon is $141, like really inexpensive, but still just like a nice, statement light, a nice piece to add to a room like this. Next up, I was thinking on what are we going to use in these like little indents here, right? Because we're trying not to do any like renovations. We want to just use our closets as they are and just change them up with small, inexpensive things in order to make them like more usable. And so I thought this could be a perfect area for a little champagne counter. So we can do a mini fridge in one of these, and there's probably some other that would sit nice and flush. And then we're going to put in the other little inserts, some glasses and just like some decor. And I know what you guys are probably thinking, like, oh my gosh, champagne glasses. But there are so many nice options out there that are like, what are they called? Acrylic, like so many nice acrylic glasses. I have some up here. So I have some like 1920s ones linked, like the rib style. And then also stemless. I'm not a huge fan of stemless glasses, but they are useful. They are maybe good in a place like this. It might get busy. No stems is like less spilling. And I have some with nice, like sort of gold rims at the top, which could be just, again, more adding to the decor. And then we want to warm it up with a rug. So we're going to do a neutral rug in here, but just something with a bit of texture to make it not just like a plain rug. And then I do like where they're going with these square ottomans. So I just added more, but changed the color. So I'm going to do like a more blue boucle and like a cream kind of boucle. And I have those right here for you guys. There's like some really cute ones, Wayfair, Amazon, that whole thing. And then lastly, where this mirror is here, I want to do just like a really thin tree. The greenery just makes it feel like a room. I feel like the minute there's greenery in a space, it goes from being a closet to, oh, this is an actual intentional room. It just really reads like it was set up properly. It was thought about. The host wants the person to like have a feeling when they walk in. There's a lot of like psychological aspects that go along with greenery, and it also just really looks nice. So we're going to put one in the corner right here. And I feel like once you walk into this space, you're not going to even remember that it was once a closet. And then lastly, did I talk about the rug? I think I did. I said neutral rug with some texture. Can't even remember. And there's like endless options for those, you guys. So just pick a nice one because we want to warm it up a little bit. The wood is leaning cold. And then, of course, like this paint stuff, but that's all going to be gone. So that's it. And then we're going to get rid of all this other stuff, like all these, the hanging stuff, the white things, the boxes, all of that. And I wish this picture was on a little bit of a different angle, but it's clearly just a phone pic. But let's check out the after. So I know this is like a little bit more elevated than, this obviously looks renovated. It's AI, like we have to, take with a grain of salt, but you get the idea, right? The pink is very soft and corally. It's very high end and tasteful. It's not like that trashy, I don't want to say trashy. There's a time and a place for a hot pink. I really do believe that. But I just didn't want to do that in here. I wanted to make it more elegant. So we did this like really nice coral paint. The champagne wall just looks so good. Like the fridge with the champagne and like the glasses, the soft wallpaper on the ceiling just makes such a difference. And then this perfect little indent on this side for the vanity is like ideal. The mirrors floor to ceiling over here just like make it such a difference, and just makes the room like this feels like a room. It does not feel like a closet. And then the little tree over here just makes such a big difference. And you know what? Honestly, guys, like paint, wallpaper, lighting, couple mirrors, couple ottomans, some champagne glasses and a fridge. Like that's 7 items. This could be easily completely transformed in like an afternoon with 1 or 2 people. So all that to say is if you guys have a walk-in closet in your Airbnbs, consider doing something like this. It just goes such a long way. And even if you only have like a 2 or 3 bedroom and you're like, oh, it's not in like Scottsdale, Arizona or like Miami, it doesn't matter. It's still a great, inexpensive way to differentiate yourself from just every other listing in your area. People think they need to compete with hot tubs and saunas, and like those things help, but this is such a doable thing for any sort of property. And even if you're in the middle of like, Des Moines, Iowa, in the middle of the suburbs, someone is still going to appreciate getting ready in a space like this versus just the bathroom or the bedroom, because that's what they do at home. That's what they do at home. They want something different. They want a different experience. And if you're providing that for them, you can charge more. And they're going to value it more, so they'll happily pay more. It's not about taking advantage of guests. It's about providing them with an experience and them wanting the experience and them being willing to pay more for it. And then also you're going to differentiate yourself from all the other Airbnbs in Des Moines, Iowa that don't have this because they thought, well, it's not a bachelorette destination, so I shouldn't include it. So anything that you can do to be different, is a great opportunity to just be different. And again, such an inexpensive way to achieve exactly that. So, I could go on about this, but let's do another quick before. This is a total closet, and then after it's just like night and day. And I know that like some of it's been a little altered, but just, grain of salt, you get the idea, right? So yeah, if you, have an Airbnb or know anybody that has an Airbnb, or even in your personal home, if you have a huge walk-in closet that you're not using, consider doing something like this. It just brings so much value. There's a lot of other ideas and also things that we've done in our clients' homes similar to this. If it's like a lake house with a family target market, we've done like a little kids tree house, like clubhouse kind of vibe. You can do even like a little theater kind of moment for kids with like a little mini projector on the ceiling or something. Like there's a lot of cool things that you can do with spaces like this. So do not sleep on your walk-in closets. Don't waste them. And if you guys have any questions about how you can utilize yours, ask us, visit us. You can always DM us on Instagram at Pink Wall Designs. We are very responsive with our DMs. And then, of course, all of our other outlets, YouTube, TikTok. Our website is Pink Wall Designs Inc. And we hope to hear from you. So have a great day, guys, and we'll see you on the next live.